I guess, satellite them around their big hubs and have smaller hubs around them so that, again, they maximize on that opportunity of having, an additional 30% of members across maybe 2 or 3 smaller sites that are going to have lower overheads.
Yeah. What have you noticed is, if you don't mind, we're talking a little bit, switching gears a little bit to just the unit economics. The cost to open one of these gyms, it sounds like, again, for Gym Group, it's kind of it's gone from about £1.5 million down to, I think they'll tell you the most recent sort of vintage locations are sort of in the $1.2 million to $1.3 million.
Yeah.
That's for 20,000. I presume it's for a 20,000 square foot box, or roughly, plus or minus.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want to open, I guess, let's split it, right? If you want to open a location in London versus a non-London location, does that sound about right? Or are they doing even better than you would guess in terms of what the investment cost is to open a new gym?
Yeah, it would be around that. It'd be about 1.3 to open them. Again, further you travel north or southwest, those prices will probably come down.
Okay.
But it won't be significant. It would only come down by, probably $1 million to $1.3 million.
Okay. And within London, is London just much more expensive than that, or even within London, that's kind of about right?
Yeah. Within London, you'll be able to, somewhere around that.
Okay, so and then obviously the difference in London is that the rent is going to be much higher, so you need to run more members through that box in order to make the economics work. Okay.
Or I guess the other option with that is you don't necessarily need to run more members. The perceived vision of budget in London is the price tag is slightly higher than it is outside of London. So a Gym Group or a Pure Gym that's operating at £15-16 outside of London would be perceived at £25 in London as like low cost. It would be you wouldn't be able to get another option under probably £50 in London. So it's still half the price of any competitor. So you can increase the yield but not have to increase the volume.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so that is different than that is a difference versus Planet Fitness, because I'm sure there might be some exception, but I think they run a single pricing model no matter where the location is. But it sounds like that is not the case in the UK. There's a pricing difference between London versus Swansea or something.
It's almost tiered. So and in fact they work the tier system really well, because now you've got reciprocal access to any site potentially. How they run that reciprocal access is you can use any facility that's at your price point or lower. So therefore, if you're a member in Swansea paying £15 and you wanted to go and use the one in London, you'd have to pay you'd have to upgrade to the London fee.
Membership.
If you were a member in London and you wanted to go and use one in Swansea because you're travelling out there or working out there, you can use it for free. So that kind of has massive benefits as well.
Okay, that's helpful. And then if I think about just the maturity curve when you open a new gym, I think Gym Group has kind of talked about roughly 2 years to kind of get to full membership levels. They open, I think they said their typical gym opens pre-open, so even before the day the doors open, they target roughly 3,000 members, which kind of gets them pretty close to break even. And then obviously there's opening costs, so you'll operate EBITDA negative for a while, and then after somewhere between 6 and 12 months, they typically say they'll inflect to kind of EBITDA positive. Is that pretty similar, would you say, kind of what you expect for this model? Is it faster, slower? I would love to get your thoughts on kind of what the maturity ramp of the membership base and kind of the profitability of the box looks like over time.
Yeah, I'd say 18 to 24 months is very realistic. Some move a little bit quicker, some don't, but I guess that would be the average. But yeah, I mean, 18 months is kind of what I experienced in Pure Gym. But again, as we start to, I guess, saturate more markets, I can imagine it's probably eating out a little bit now, more probably to 24 months. And
then once you get up to, so I think, they would say that a mature box should have, I can't remember the exact numbers, between 6 and 7,000 members, something like that. Maybe I'm off a little bit, but somewhere in that range. Would you expect that they have some locations that do much more than that even? Are their best locations in London, would they have 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 members, or is 6 to 7 kind of the cap of what you can do at a certain spot? Yeah,
I'd say your worst performing sites across a portfolio like that of 150